How to take pictures of soccer, the short version. What we will cover: gear and exposure, how, where to shoot from, shot plan, sample pictures, and the weather. Gear and exposure: day game, camera, most any camera you have, lens on the field, 18 to 140, 70 to 300, or 18 to 400 class lens. Exposure: mode S or TV, shutter priority, 1/1600 of a second, ISO auto. Night game: please see the video on how to take pictures at night games. Camera: you need a camera with a high max ISO of 25,600 or more. Lens: 70 to 200, 2.8. Exposure: mode S or TV, shutter priority, 1/1000 of a second, ISO auto, or mode M, manual, 1/1000 of a second, aperture f2.8, wide open, ISO auto, but no slower than 1/500 of a second. Other gear: monopod for the heavy 7200 2.8 lens. Exposure: always test your exposure before the game and make any needed adjustments. As the sun sets and the light changes, test the exposure again. Adjust if needed. Where to shoot from: on the field, lighting, and field positions. And please see the video on how to take pictures in the high school stadium. Lighting: afternoon, shoot with the sun to your back, not towards the sun. Watch out for afternoon glare from the sun off the visitors' bleachers on the east side of the field. Look at the picture on the top right. The sun is reflecting off the aluminum bleachers. The player on the field goes black because the camera is compensating for that bright bleacher. At night, near the goal line, there is often less light than in the center. Once the sun goes down, shooting from behind the goal line can put the faces in deep shadow, as in the picture on the bottom right. And look at the referee's back. His back is almost completely black. On our field, the light starts getting dim at about the 15-yard line, and it just gets darker as you head towards the goal line. The benches. In soccer, the benches are on one side of the field as opposed to football where they are on both sides of the field. So, to avoid the players getting in the way of the camera, what I'll sometimes do is shoot from the opposite side of the field. So the benches are on the top of this picture in orange. What I will do is I'll shoot from the bottom side of this picture in the blue square. On the left, I have nobody in front of me. On the right, the only person in front of me is a sideline ref. So I'll stay behind the sideline ref. Where to shoot from on the field: afternoon. Offense: going north, as with the red arrow. So what I will do is, when the game starts, positions 1A and 1C. This is at the end zone. The offense is headed towards you. You get their frontal view. And also position 1B. Again, you want to get the face view of the offense players. Now, for the defense, you go to the other side of the field, position 2A. Primarily shooting the goalie and the defensive players. Again, you want their faces. Offense south. So the blue arrow points to the south. Note on this particular slide, I don't have any shooting positions behind the end zone. The reason is, if you're shooting from behind the end zone and the sun is coming from the direction as indicated by the sun arrow, you're going to be shooting into the sun. And that just messes up your pictures. So I do not shoot towards the sun. Shooting lines are in the blue lines towards the goal and towards the offense player. And on the other side, defense, you're shooting towards the goal and the defensive players. You're trying to not shoot into the sun. The most you're trying to do is sun at right angles to your direction of picture taking. Watch out for the sideline refs. You have to watch the individual referees to determine where they run and stay out of their way. Most are on the turf between the yellow line and the track, the red arrow in the picture. Some are in the first lane of the track. You want to keep at least one lane between the referee and you. If the ref is in lane 1, I will be no closer than in lane 3. Caution! The sideline ref is sometimes farther from the field than usual, as in this picture. This picture shows him out to lane 2 and sometimes goes into lane 3. So if he goes into lane 3, I'm out in lane 5. Shot plan. Shoot the warm-up. Shoot the goalie. This is when he can shoot the goalie without other players in front of him. Shoot as many of the team as you can. Some of the players may not play, so this is the only time you're going to get action shots of them. Offense. Get pictures into the net from the side and from the side of the net. Defense. Goalie. Big note, they may change the goalie at the half. If they change goalies at the half and you haven't shot the goalie in the first half, you won't have a picture of him. So you must shoot the goalie in before the half just in case they change goalies. And of course, when they change goalies, you want to shoot the goalie in the second half. Others, get shots of as many of the players as you can. Remember, this is not just about the stars. You want to be fair to the entire team. Get the final score and the sportsmanship handshake. Sample pictures. Various offense pictures. Get the goalies. Bottom right picture is why I shoot during warm-up, because there are, as you can see in this picture, there are a lot of players around the goalie. So sometimes you got your shots of the goalie is blocked. Get the final score before they turn the scoreboard off. Some scorekeepers will shut down the scoreboard just a few seconds after the game ends. So as soon as you hear the final whistle, turn to the scoreboard and shoot the scoreboard. Weather. Soccer's played in the winter, and winter means rain. So you need to be prepared to be rained out. Very important, do not take pictures in the rain. Most cameras and lenses are not weatherproof, and our cameras are not weatherproof. If the rain gets into the camera or lens, that could be an expensive repair if it can even be repaired. Which means you get rain into your camera, that's $2,000 or $3,000 down the drain. Is the pictures for those games worth that $2,000 or $3,000 equipment replacement? If the rain shelter is set up, shoot from under it. If not, just keep your camera in the bag. Put the camera bag into a large plastic bag. Don't trust that your camera bag is waterproof. Tip: take your pictures early in the season, like November, December, and whenever there is a good break in the weather. If the weather breaks and is good in January and February, you can always replace the November, December preseason game pictures. The end. Please like and subscribe.